The Court of Appeal has dismissed an application seeking to allow importation, cultivation and consumption of GMOs in Kenya, pending the hearing and determination of another case against adoption of biotechnology in food production. Here is Benson Rioba with the details.
Traders and millers will now have to pay top dollar to import white non-GMO maize in the international markets. This is after the Court of Appeal dismissed an application that sought to allow the importation, cultivation and consumption of GMOs, pending another case lodged at the High Court. In their ruling, Justices Mohamed Wassame, Abdi Ali Aroni and John Mativo argued that the application by the government lacked merit and did not meet public interest tests. This means an order barring the importation or distribution of GMO crops in Kenya stands until a case filed at the High Court by the Kenyan Peasants League, a social movement, is heard and determined. In its application, the government had argued that the adoption of biotechnology will address challenges facing the country in terms of food security and lower the cost of food and animal feeds. The government had hoped the court would allow importation of GMO maize to reduce the cost of maize flour. The argument was, however, dismissed by the three-judge bench on grounds that there was no public participation. The ruling read in part, quote, "The responses by the applicants failed to address why the decision arrived at was not subjected to public participation, why the report which preceded the making of such a declaration was not made public to allow stakeholder engagement. The response did not address why the Minister for Trade, Industry and Investment acknowledged the dangers of GMO on 18th of November 2022, yet he saw nothing wrong with the importation." End of quote. Benson Rioba reporting for Prime Edition.